If you're thinking about transitioning into a new career, industry, or position, this is the video for you. I'll be walking you through 4 steps on how to transition into a new career. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Brittany Hayles and I am the founder of Hayles Consulting, which is a business that helps people gain peace of mind in their career. Transitioning into a new career, industry, position, whatever it is that you're interested in, is all about knowing where you want to go and figuring out how you're going to get there. So I've created a 4-step checklist on how to transition into a new career. Every single time I didn't get a job offer, it's because I neglected to complete one or all of the things on this checklist. And when I did get a job offer, it's because I did one or all of the things on this checklist. So make sure you're really paying attention, taking notes when you can, and if you have questions, comments, whatever it may be, leave them all after the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Also follow Hayles Consulting on Instagram for more career tips. Let's get started. So the first and most important part of the checklist is to identify your desired positions. And what I mean by this is not your desired career or field or industry, because you've already identified that. You want to identify the types of positions that you're going to apply to. And when you identify these positions, make sure there are no more than 3 positions that you're applying to. And the reason why I say no more than 3 is because if you're applying to 3 different types of positions within that field or within that industry, you're now losing scope. You're losing your vision and you're losing the idea of what it is that you're trying to transition into. The way in which to best identify these positions is to do research. Figure out the positions that already exist within that career. Also, think about the position that you're currently in and what are some of the transferable skills that could be applied to your desired position. You should really be applying to positions in which you know you have transferable skills, because it's going to make it that much easier for them to see you as a qualified candidate. So let's use the example of marketing. Say you're interested in going into marketing and you've identified the transferable skills that you already have associated with marketing positions. So you've identified that you want to work in social media marketing, content strategy marketing, and product marketing. Now you have the perfect amount of positions that you identified, but the issue with one of these positions is that they're not all similar. And the one that isn't similar is the product marketing. Digital marketing and content strategy marketing are very similar in the sense that you're building out content and strategies for online marketing, but product marketing is vastly different than those two. So you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and say to yourself, do I have the transferable skills for product marketing or digital marketing? And from there, you'll be able to decide which one of those positions you should be looking more for. Since you already have 2 positions that you could potentially apply to, it may be easier to go down that route, but you then have to ask yourself again, do I have the transferable skills to go into product marketing or to go into digital marketing? So again, the first step in that checklist is to identify your desired position. And when you're identifying this position, make sure that your skills you already possess are transferable to the position that you're desiring. And those 3 positions that you put on the table and say, hey, I'm going to apply to these, make sure that they're somewhat similar in order to remain focused during your transition and job search. So the second step on the checklist is to update your professional documents. And when I say documents, I don't necessarily mean physical documents. I mean your LinkedIn, your personal website, social media, resume, cover letter, whatever it may be. Wherever you present yourself in a professional manner, update it immediately. Because now that you know the 3, 2, or 1 positions that you're interested in, make sure that what needs to be presented for those positions is reflected in your professional documents. One of the main things that recruiters will say when they're rejecting a candidate is that their resume, their LinkedIn, or whatever was not reflective of the position. So make sure that you're updating your professional documents to show that you're qualified for whatever position it is that you're applying for. Again, a recruiter or whoever's looking at your resume doesn't have time to read between the lines. You want to let them know immediately that you are best suited for the position that you're applying to. And the best way to do this is to show that you have a leadership experience or just experience in general working in the skills that align with that position. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people apply to positions and they're confused why they didn't get the job when their resume, their LinkedIn, and all their professional documents had nothing to do with the job. It's not gonna work, it's not aligning. And I get this question a lot, whether or not you need to create a new resume for each position. The answer is no. Because as I said in the first step, your 3 positions should be very similar that you're applying to. So the resume is transferable. The only time you should be creating a new resume is for a new industry. So if you're applying to, again, a digital marketing position within tech, it may be very different than a digital marketing position in healthcare. So that's when you should create a new resume. Not necessarily for each position, but for each industry. So again, update your professional documents immediately. When you're trying to transition into a new career, industry, whatever it may be, you want to make sure that your skills are transferable and that a recruiter can see right off the bat that you have the experience necessary for the position that you're applying to. Do not let them read between the lines. Let them see immediately that you're the best suited individual or candidate for that position. So the third item on the checklist is to focus on positions within your years of experience. And what I mean by this is that when you're applying to those positions, make sure that you qualify for the job leveling that they're asking for or the years of experience that they're asking for. So in terms of leveling, if a job is asking for a manager and you are an associate, that is a completely different level. If a job is asking for 5 to 7 years of experience and you have 3, that is what we call years of experience. And the reason why you should be focusing on applying to jobs within your years of experience or within your job leveling is because it's one less thing to justify. When you're transitioning into a new career, industry, position, whatever it may be, you already have to prove that you have the transferable skills for that position. So when you're applying outside of your leveling or years of experience, you're now adding a whole nother thing to the list that you have to justify. Now, I'm always encouraging my clients to reach for the stars, stretch, create stretch goals, all that good stuff. And stretching and reaching for the stars sometimes means that you have to apply outside of your years of experience or job leveling. However, I would say that 90% of the positions you apply to should be within your own years of experience and your own leveling. Because again, when you're trying to transition into a new career, position, or industry, you want to make that transition as smooth as possible. And the best way to do that is to have the least amount of things to justify. Basically, prove that you are best suited and the best candidate for that position. And when you're continuously applying out of your year's experience and you're leveling, you're adding more things to justify throughout the process, delaying the process, or even being rejected entirely. So focus on applying to positions within your years of experience and your leveling. So again, the third item on the checklist is to make sure that you are applying to jobs within your years of experience and your job leveling. Because when you're transitioning into a new career, it is already so difficult trying to prove that you are the best qualified candidate based off of your transferable skills. And when you add leveling and years of experience on top of that, it makes it that much more different. So focus on your leveling and your years of experience first. So the fourth and last item on this checklist is to get a referral. So a referral is basically like a little gold star on your application, letting that company, recruiter, manager know that you come highly recommended. And although some companies and positions and managers don't want to admit to it, they won't even look at your application unless it has a referral. Again, they won't admit to it, but we all know. What a referral does is take your application to that next step. It lets that employer know that you come highly recommended by whoever referred you. Either they've worked with you before, managed you, been a partner with you, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's a letter of recommendation, it's a gold star, it's a however referrals work at that company to let that employer know that you are the best candidate. Now, in terms of how to get a referral, this is one of the #1 questions that I get asked. And to be honest, that is a whole nother video. So I'm just gonna give you some really quick tips on how to get a referral. So if you are in a company and you're looking to transition into a position within your company, a referral could be as simple as reaching out to somebody on the team that you're looking to transition to, having a coffee chat with them, a one-on-one chat or video chat, whatever it may be, having one-on-one time with them and asking them to recommend you to their manager or the hiring manager or who's ever in charge of filling that position. And if you're lucky enough where you can speak to the hiring manager or whoever's in charge of filling that position, talk to them directly. Have a one-on-one conversation with them. And if your company has an internal referral system, use it. Make sure you're taking full advantage of any internal referral systems that may exist in your company. Now, let's say that you're trying to transfer to a company outside of the one that you already work in. Something that no one does, or very few people do, or not a lot of people do, is tap into their own network. We have friends. We have family. Our friends have family. Our friends have friends. Ask the people around you, hey, I'm interested in this position, or I'm interested in working in this company. Do you know anybody that works there? Or think of the people that you already know that work at that company. Ask them for a referral. It's that easy. And if you don't know anyone that works at that company, join Facebook groups. Go on LinkedIn. Connect with people. Talk to them and say you're interested in working in XYZ in this position and you notice that they work there. You'd be surprised. Some people will just say right off the bat, you're amazing, love talking with you, I'd love to refer you. Boom. It's that easy. And something I cannot stress enough is to be upfront about the fact that you want a referral. Nobody has time to beat around the bush. Nobody has time to read between the lines, as I've said multiple times in this video. So be upfront. When you're approaching a person, let them know that you're really interested in working for that company or for that position, and you'd love for them to refer you. Please do not wait for the 10th conversation between you and that individual for them to refer you or for you to ask for a referral, because the position may be gone by then. So again, the final step on the checklist is to make sure you have a referral attached to your application. Now, I completely understand that a referral isn't always accessible and it isn't always necessary. But the honest truth is that a referral is that extra little gold star on your application to let a recruiter know that they should spend extra time looking at your application. And when you're transitioning into a new career field, industry, whatever it is, you want as many eyes and as much time on your application as possible. So again, as I said, this is a 4-step checklist, which makes it so easy. And the idea of the checklist is that you need to focus. It is not going to benefit you to apply to be a financial analyst one day and then a recruiter the next day and then a graphic designer the next week. It's not going to work. So focus. The best way for you to transition into a new career is to identify where you want to go and stay focused on how you're gonna get there. So use this checklist and really focus during your transition, because at the end of the day, what's gonna really allow you to transition into that new career, industry, or whatever it is that you're desiring is for you to focus, focus, focus. So again, as I said earlier in this video, I am a career coach, and if you are so confused on which career path you should choose, I'd be more than happy to help you narrow that down. You can learn how to book some time with me by emailing me at info@haylesconsulting.com, or you can look down in the description box for more information on how to schedule a career consultation. Again, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this summer. And I know that we can do it. Not me, we, because this is a community. And again, because this is a community, I want you all to comment down below what are some of the mistakes that you've made when transitioning to a new career, or what are some of the successes that you have? We all want to learn from each other here, so comment down below. Do not forget to like this video and also share it with anybody who you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!